every time I get out, I'm pulled right back in. So I go donate plasma today. It went well. They gave me $60. So I take the $60 and go to a tire shop to try to get a used tire. Now, I wasn't expecting to pay much for a used tire. So it was only like hood shops open today. So I go there. The shop is in the hood. So, okay, they give me a used tire. About 2 hours later, I'm driving around and I'm feeling wobbly. So I pull over, the tire's leaking. So I'm like, okay, they sold me a bogus tire. So I go back to the tire shop, let them know what's going on. They like, okay, we can't give you the money back. We don't have no more tires. That was the only one we had. So, and then they charged me $40. Now I got a gas leak. So I'm driving back and forth to the tire shop, wasting my gas. And now I'm in the same boat. So it's just like, I mean, I gotta laugh for a second just because, like, dude, it's just like some evil stuff that just won't let me go, just won't let me, just so I don't know. Then it's like, okay, I landed this job, I passed my drug test, I was proud of that. The job is 20 miles away, in like the next town over, but I'm like, okay. And they telling me that I got to provide my social security card within 3 days of being there, but my social security card is locked in the storage. So I'm just like, I'm thinking I might just end up losing this job opportunity because I can't provide my social security card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the job tomorrow and just like talk to them, see if they can just sort of like wait. So when I went on the interview, he told me, you get paid every 2 weeks. If you start March 31st, you'll get your first paycheck April 12th. So, if I can't work to produce a paycheck on April 12th, now I can't even pay off my storage, which on April 12th, I'll owe them $400 to unlock the storage unit at that point. So it's just like, man, that's why I said, like, I know words are powerful. I don't like to speak stuff into existence, but it's like every time I try to get ahead, I'm pulled right back in. And I'm not even doing nothing wrong. Like, man, my arm really can't take too much more sticks, from those needles that they use. Like, I'm being sucked dry donating the plasma, but that's, to me, I'd rather do that than go on the street and beg for money or try to, do something nefarious like rob somebody, or that's just not my style. I really just want to just go to work and just work for my money. So I don't know. I haven't kind of figured out what I'm going to do yet. I actually thought of calling the storage tomorrow and just explaining this situation to them and just seeing if they'll just unlock it just so I can get my social security card out, just so that I can be able to work to pay them off. But you know how that goes. But I figure I ain't got nothing else to lose. I might as well try and ask them. So I'm already 1 month behind. I didn't pay March. And then the next payment is due April 1st. So, of course, I'm not going to be able to pay that now. Last time this happened, on the 3rd month, they sent me an email saying that, okay, we going to sell off your storage unit if you don't pay. So I'm thinking this is about to happen all over again. And I don't have much in there, but it's just like the pictures of my mom. You know, my mom did. So, you know, it's just like sentimental stuff. Pictures of my mom, pictures of my dad. You know, like my important documents like my social security card, birth certificate. So, you know, I really don't want them to sell all that stuff off. So, you know, I'm just kind of like, Then I'm finna go to the job tomorrow. I don't really have the proper clothes to wear because, you know, my stuff is in storage. So I'm gonna show up to the job without the proper clothes, and then, you know, I won't really be looking presentable, like as far as, you know, my looks and stuff, and, you know, the body odor from not showering. Now, the way I shower is I have a YMCA membership. If you on food stamps, you show your food stamp card and you pay $35 a month. But I can go in there and like take showers, use Wi-Fi. Like me, I don't know, I'm the type of person, I take like, you know, 30-minute, 45-minute showers. I'm just clean like that. So it's a good place where you could take a shower. They got a lot of them. The water is hot, but I'm behind on that. So I didn't pay March. So I got to pay the late fee. So now it's $45. And then I would still have to pay my $30 or $35 for April. So it's just like I need to really work this job to kind of get the stuff coming in, you know, before things just get too far backed up and now it's out of hand and is not controllable. So tomorrow is going to be an important day for me, you know, in that sense. Like I'll kind of find out, you know, if I'll have some options. But I just really want to go to work. So the little money I do have now, I put that in the gas tank, but I got a gas leak. And now I got an air leak with this tire. So we don't have free air pumps. It's like the cheapest air pump is $1.50, and then most air pumps is $2. So, you know, $2 a day, I know it don't sound like a lot, but when you like flat broke, like working with zero, that's hard, man. So, you know, I'm not going to get depressed. I'm not going to get upset. It's just, I was kind of sad for the moment, but, you know, now it's like, I just really got to kind of get creative and figure out a way to make this happen. So, but yeah, that's how it is. It's like, I feel like every time I take a step forward, I get knocked 3 steps back. So, man, it's just like, I just be thinking like, dang, when am I just gonna catch my break? Like a real break, for real. So that's the situation, man. And then I'm thinking about if this tire does go, you know, I'm gonna keep putting air in it, but if it goes and falls off the bead, I'm screwed. And now I don't even have a donut now, so I can't even put a donut on it. So if I catch a flat, I'm like screwed. And then I haven't really been able to get sleep like that. Like, it's weird. Like, everywhere I go, it's like people won't show me no love. Like, I'll park somewhere and then they'll like call the police on me. So the police will show up. I have to constantly keep moving. Or it's like crazy stuff. Like, I'll find a different spot and then I'll park somewhere. And then random cars will just like pull up next to me and park and like be looking in my van. Like, I'm thinking like, I'm not doing nothing but just sleeping in here. Like, I can't even sleep. So if it ain't the police, it's just the people. It's like one of the hardest parts about being homeless is like the people that do have homes. Like, so, I don't know. But yeah, I can't give up. But, I'm really fighting to make it out of this situation. And then on top of that, I lost my food stamp card today, like in the midst of dealing with this tire. So I don't know where it is. So now it was like, that was my free food. And now I'm screwed on that. So it's just like, dude, it just keeps getting worse and worse. Then it'll seem like things are getting a little better. Then it get worse again. So I just be wondering, like, look up to the sky. I do believe in God. I do believe there is a God. But I just be thinking, like, did I do something to, like, deserve this? But I don't want to say what I deserve and what I don't, because it could be worse. There are some people that out here, like, they could be disabled or mentally ill. So, I'm thankful that I got an able body. I got 2 arms, 2 legs. I got a brain that works, or at least I think it works. But I just say, like, God, did I do something, bogus to deserve this? Like, but, man, if you listening, God, I really could use a break. And it kind of needs to happen soon. But it is tough when you broke. And I look at social media and I see just like a lot of lies. A lot of people fronting like they got it going on. And, I really wonder, is this all a lie? Are y'all fronting? But I started recording my experiences, my life, because everywhere I went, people was talking about being depressed. And I really just decided to just make my life story on this YouTube channel, because I just wanted to kind of shed light on depression, that depression is really a choice. Like, I could be depressed right now, but I choose not to be. So, this channel is really to, like, shed light on depression and help people that feel like they are depressed and are battling depression, because, if things are going bad, you don't have to really make the choice to be depressed. Like, somebody that don't know me probably wouldn't know that I feel this way or I'm going through this. So, and I know there are people out there that got it worse than me, but I still believe depression is a choice. So, I decided to share my experiences to kind of maybe thinking it would help somebody or even, maybe inspire somebody or give somebody hope that maybe got it rough like I do. And they can make a choice and say, well, okay, things are bad, but I'm still going to choose to be happy. Like me, I still smile. I still hold doors for people, when I'm going in stores. If, there was a guy, he needed a ride. It was raining and I gave him a ride the other side of town, even though I didn't even have gas and I really couldn't afford it. But I'm saying that to say, like, you got it rough, but you can still do some good. So I don't know how tomorrow is going to play out, but if you're listening, God, if you can kind of put it in some people's hearts to just work with me on this one, I'd really appreciate it. And I'll pay it forward. If I come up, I'm going to pull people up with me. But that's just how my day went today. But it's a bit rough. But if anybody's watching or listening, I hope you thriving. I hope you have a better day than me. And I don't know. I started getting subscribers, and I'm like, wow, this is amazing. Like, I don't have no friends. I don't got no family. And I remember the saying. There's a saying that says, if you don't got family, you don't got nothing. I was born the only child. My mom died when I was 3. My dad, when I got 18, he just said, forget it, I'm done. And you know, I don't have no friends, to be honest. I got people that I know, but I can't consider them friends. So I'm really just all alone out here. Like that video when my battery died and I had to walk for 5 hours. You know, there wasn't one person I could call just to say, hey, can you pull up and give me a jump? So the comments that people leave on my channel, the subscribers, that really make me feel good. I'll be honest. It kind of make me feel like, you know, like I do have some friends out there, like, you know, so I got like complete strangers listening to my story, watching my story. So I just want to say I really appreciate y'all. I really do. Thanks a lot. But my cell phone is off. So the way I gotta upload these videos is I kind of gotta like go to a library or like a McDonald's and use the Wi-Fi to upload my videos. So you know, if I don't respond right away or something, it's just because I'm unable. That's all. But I'm trying. And I always try to respond when I get the chance to. But the library's closed, and I don't want to stick around and the police pull up because my license plates are expired because my van couldn't pass emissions. So there's like a couple of things I need to do to get it to pass emissions. Then I can get the registration done the right way, and actually I can ride around legally. So, you know, I'm taking a risk on all levels. You know, even me driving out to this job tomorrow, it's in like a white part of town to where like the police, if you ride past and you black, they gonna get behind you and run your plates just to see if you legit. So I gotta sneak into this town and sneak to work and then sneak back, and I gotta do this, you know, for basically like 2 weeks until I get a paycheck. So, but then even when I get a paycheck, it's only going to be for 1 week. So it won't be a full one. So I'm going to have to use that to save my storage unit. So really I need like, you know, maybe like 3 pay periods before I can get my vehicle registration in order. So I kind of need to get lucky for about a month and a half. But I've had so much bad luck, I'm thinking, man, some good luck gotta be coming soon. And even if it isn't, I'm just gonna be hopeful and try to speak it into existence. Because I'm already on the bottom, you know, like, but I can't say I don't have nothing else to lose, because I do. If they take this van from me and tow it, now I got no place to sleep. And a lot of people was telling me, well, why don't you go to a shelter? But what y'all don't understand is the shelter is worse than jail. The shelter is filled with basically homeless people. It's already overcrowded. It's filled with homeless people that really don't want to make it out of homelessness. They just taking it day by day. And the shelters are filthy. They dirty. Like, you know, they got bed bugs. It's in the hood. People are on crack, on drugs, heroin. And I just said, you know what? I'd rather just take my chances sleeping in my van. And honestly, I've been doing it for this long. It works. If I can get an income, I can actually pull this off. But the thing is, without the income, everything is 10 times harder. And I wouldn't even be in this situation had these guys just left me alone at work. I went to work did a great job minding my own business. A white guy called me the N-word. I told him, okay, we can go off camera. We can box it out. And he told on me, and then they fired me for it. So, okay, maybe I was wrong for threatening him, but what am I supposed to do when a white person calls me an N-word? Well, I'm supposed to just sing Kumbaya? But I guess I could have ignored it. But even if I would have ignored it, he still could have lied on me, just like they did at the other job. So, I'm like, the way I see it, it's a difference between being a black man and just being a ghetto ass nigga. I'm gonna come out and say it like, niggas do nigga shit. Black men, we stand for something more. We have honor, integrity with our stuff. So, I went to work just as a black man. I didn't break the rules. I worked hard. I showed up early every day. I was there before the white folks. And then this is just how I get treated. But I see that, when they see that you strong, they gon' mess with you. This is the 4th job I've had where white folks messed it up for me. And I'm not saying all white people are racist. I've come across some cool white people, but I'm like, it seems like I just attract racism, and now they playing dirty. Like, it's one thing to be racist, okay, and you feel that way, but don't try to shiest me out of my job and my money making opportunity, because now this is affecting areas of my life. Like, I wouldn't even be in this situation right now had he not done that. So because he did that, now I gotta donate plasma for money. I gotta get on food stamps. I gotta live on the bottom and set this up all over again. So it's just that's why I say it's I feel cursed. When I say that, I don't mean it lightly. It's just I'm minding my business and people just keep messing with me. Just like when I park my van on the side of the street just to sleep. They calling the police on me. They pulling up in their cars, looking in my vehicle. I'm getting followed. The other day I was in the library. They have these charging stations. I got my phone on the charger and I'm sitting at the table filling out applications on another cell phone. I look up, there's 2 white dudes walk in. They look homeless, look really homeless, look bad, smell bad, everything. Do you know this dude unplugged my cell phone and plugged his up? So I go over to the cell phone. I notice that it's unplugged, so I confront him about it. In the midst of me confronting them about it, we kind of get into it. So now everybody in the library is looking at me. So the security comes up, the librarians come up, and they basically jump on me and take his side. And I said, dude, you see me in this library every day. I come here, mind my own business, and I don't bother nobody. But this dude he did something bogus to me, and because I stood up for myself, now they looking at me crazy. Now they want to treat me bogus and tell me, to leave. So I'm just dude, am I cursed? I just can't catch a break. But I don't know, man. I gotta figure this out. So I'm tired, man. I gotta be at the job at 8 in the morning. I'm gonna try to go somewhere and just get me some rest before I take on this next mission. So it's been a pleasure sharing this with y'all. Thanks for rocking with me. I really do appreciate it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. But I guess I'm gonna go cry in the car for a minute. But I'll see y'all on the next video. God bless. Take care.